So let's go ahead and talk about inverse ETFs. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with Techwood Solutions, and if you've ever seen any of my videos, you've often heard me talk about QQQ or maybe TQQQ or SQQQ. In this video, I'm going to break this all down in a very simple way, and if you want to learn a little bit more in detail, again, I break this down, especially when it comes down to path dependencies and the rate of decay within the LPP lesson library, which is the second link in the description down below that also gives you access to my live trading session. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this. I really hope that you learned something new, and if you do, please drop a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you have any suggestions for future videos, comment down below, because this video I'm actually making based off of one of my subscribers' suggestion. Let's go ahead and start sharing my screen. This is the Webull trading application. The first thing that I want to talk about is, again, what is an ETF essentially, right? Well, this is an exchange traded fund. So pretty much the concept behind these is that they follow specific indexes, at least for this. This is QQQ, which is a 1-for-1 NASDAQ ETF. NASDAQ, known as NASDAQ 100, is made up of 100 companies, and it's one of the most popular indexes with the S&P 500 and with Dow Jones, right? Those are pretty much baskets of company. So let's focus on NASDAQ because QQQ is connected to NASDAQ. It's a 1-for-1, which means that if the NASDAQ market moves 1%, then so does the ETF, right? Now let's talk about the inverse. The inverse means it simply does the opposite. So if the NASDAQ market goes down 1%, the inverse of this ETF does the opposite. It goes up 1%. And vice versa. If NASDAQ market goes up 1%, then this inverse ETF does the opposite, meaning that it goes down 1%. Now there's leveraged ETFs, and that's what TQQQ and SQQQ are. And this is where path dependencies come into place. But you could see that, NASDAQ market, the last time that it traded, it was up about 0.91%. It lost 0.91%. Great. Okay. Well, TQQQ is triple leveraged, meaning that it's 3 times. It moves 3 times of what the NASDAQ market moves. So when it has a 1% loss, then TQQQ has a 3% loss. If the NASDAQ market has a 1% gain, then TQQQ has a 3% gain. Make sense? Now, SQQQ is the inverse, and this does the opposite 3 times, meaning that if the NASDAQ market gains 1%, then SQQQ loses 3%. But just like we saw last week on Friday, when the NASDAQ market loses about 1%, then SQQQ gains about 3%. Makes sense? So the really beautiful thing about these ETFs is you can use them as trading vehicles, not investment vehicles, right? You don't technically want to hold these ETFs that are triple leverage for a long period of time. They're not viewed as investment vehicles. That's more of where QQQ or SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF, come into place, because that's a 1-for-1. Anytime that you get into leverage ETFs, there's some ETFs that go to 10x leverage. I've even heard of some going up to 20x leverage. Imagine that, a 1% move causing a 10 or 20% reaction. Now, of course, it sounds great if that direction is in your favor, but when direction is against you and the trade is against you, then it's maybe not the best experience. And remember, like anything, you need to learn how to walk before you run. The reason I love talking about ETFs and the reason that I love focusing on ETFs is it keeps it very simple for beginners. Let's really humanize this entire thing. NASDAQ market is going up, right? We're showing consistent signs of an uptrend. So if NASDAQ market pulls on back, you don't have to short the market, but if you see that it's an active pullback, you have the option to. If you want to buy a couple of shares of SQQQ as the NASDAQ market is selling off, then SQQQ is most likely running up. But overall, big picture, it's NASDAQ that is more bullish. So anytime that this is pulling on back, then again, I potentially want to buy into the lower prices in preparation for a reversal if I see that direction is still in favor of NASDAQ, known as QQQ. The great thing about this is that you don't have to worry about it being a bull market, meaning that markets are going up to make money. If you focus on one thing, and that is market direction, and if market direction is clear. That's the big criteria, because there's many times that direction is kind of choppy. Direction might be, not clear, meaning that it's consolidating. That's when you want to be careful and maybe save those day trades and not force a position when direction can go either way. But as you can see, when direction is very clear, or if direction is clear on the bull side of things, on the bear side of things, my apologies, meaning that it's selling off, then you have the option to, buy a couple of shares of TQQQ if markets are going up, or buy a couple of shares of SQQQ if markets are going down. And I want to show you the cycles of the overall market. You guys can kind of see back. Let's look at the NASDAQ market. 2023 to 2024, market's been very resilient. It's been very bullish. You can see from the lows of, you can see the date down here. You can see November 2022 up until the start of 2023, right? You see the dates down here. You can see that markets were very oversold. And then we entered this bull run, meaning that markets were indicating signs of an uptrend. You can see that QQQ and TQQQ were very resilient, right? This is where they made and showed a lot of growth potential. From lows of $15, it went to all the way highs of $60 a share, showing signs of higher highs and higher lows. But I want you to understand one thing. If you look at QQQ, from where it was at 260, it exceeded previous highs back in 2021, and we are at all-time highs. But as you can see with TQQQ, that's not the case. This is where triple leveraged ETFs come into place. This is where path dependencies come into place, because not only can you see potential higher growth potential, but also when stocks are selling off or markets are selling off, because it's triple leveraged, the rate of decay is also significantly greater. Again, we explain this in a little bit more detail within the LPP lesson library. And if you plan to trade these ETFs, then remember, the more you know, the better off you could potentially be. So you can see we're nowhere close to previous highs of nearly $90 a share, as we currently sit at around $57 a share. Yet QQQ is at all-time highs, and previous highs were only at 400. Again, this is why QQQ is more considered a long-term investment vehicle and not so much these triple leveraged ETFs. This is where, when direction is clear, you can make a lot of money within the given day, right? Because it moves 3 times of what the normal market moves, which is attractive to some investors or to some traders, but it's not for everyone, right? And this is one thing that I wanted to explain, not just the incentives about being able to trade triple leverage ETFs, but also talk about the risk. And then there's SQQQ. You could see that, 2023 to 2024, it hasn't had the best year, but if you look at some of the previous performance that we saw in 2020, you could see that from overall lows to overall highs, we went from lows of $31 and then it doubled to highs of around $67. So just something to take into consideration, where money can be made with these triple leverage ETFs on both sides as long as direction is clear. I don't know if you guys remember, but 2022 was a very bearish year, which meant that it was a very great year for SQQQ as markets were selling off, but that means SQQQ was going up. And the thing that I love about this is, again, by focusing on one thing, you can choose to make money by keeping it simple, especially if you find yourself often chasing different stocks to try to find the next big move. Overall, why not just keep it simple? And this is just an example, right? I actually want to show you on this trading platform that I use. It's called Webull. They have an ETF section under the Markets tab, and you can actually look at NASDAQ ETFs, at Dow Jones ETFs. You can look at VIX ETFs, S&P 500, or you can look at overall ETFs. And this is all available, especially if you want to explore what niche within the market you want to focus on. Let's say that you're someone that's really focused in real estate. There's real estate ETFs. Maybe you're really into Bitcoin or crypto. There's crypto ETFs. There's even ETFs that mirror or do inverse of very popular tech companies such as Tesla, Apple, and Amazon, if I'm not mistaken. And they move 1.5 of what those actual stocks move. So ETFs are, in my opinion, something very important to learn about. But again, don't just focus on all of the good. You also have to focus on the bad. And that's where the leverage comes in. Leverage is very useful when direction is in your favor, but it's not very useful, obviously, when direction is against you. So this is just a reminder that as you begin to learn more about these ETFs, that you learn more about them, but that you also choose to respect the risk that come with it. So in this video, I just wanted to break down the ETFs that I like to focus on. That's NASDAQ. NASDAQ is my biggest focus. And by that, again, I know that that has more of a tech focus, but again, a very common ETF that a lot of people pay attention to is the S&P 500, which is a basket of 500 of potentially the most valuable companies that are publicly traded. And that's, an ETF or an area that a lot of people focus on. There's SPY, and then the inverse for that one is SPXS, which again, the great thing about that is if the S&P 500 markets begin to sell off, then you can go into SPXS, and that goes up when S&P 500 goes down. So again, the more you know, the better off that you could potentially be. And these are some of the ETFs that we cover daily within our live trading session. So again, I do trade live every morning when the market's open. I hope to see you tomorrow when the market opens. And if you want to tune on in, especially if you're an absolute beginner, I'd love to invite you. It's the second link in the description down below. This will give you access to learning more about ETFs and path dependencies and everything it is that I believe a beginner should know before getting into the market. But on top of that, you also get access to my daily live trading sessions. I do want to remind you, I don't do call outs. I don't tell traders where to buy or where to sell. It's just a raw live session. So imagine that, being able to wake up every morning and being able to get an inside look behind the thought process with every trade I choose to take within that live session. So about 30 minutes to an hour every morning, that's what you get access to. And if you want to tune on in, second link in the description down below. And right now we're running a 50% off discount. So again, feel free to check it out if it's something that you believe that you'll see value in. So I appreciate your time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. And if you guys want to download the Webull trading application, it is free and available to everyone in the US. And right now they do have a 12 free stock sign-up bonus if you have an initial deposit of at least $5. And you can use that by using my fifth link in the description down below. If you use my link and have an initial deposit of at least $5, you'll earn up to 12 free shares. So I appreciate your time. Hope that earned a thumbs up. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.